All right, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to an exclusive interview, man. We got one of the best quarterbacks in the 2029 class, man. That is Zach Parker. We're going to talk about everything. Obviously, his youth football career, obviously now transitioning to Cherokee High School, making a family decision. Obviously, his dad does some great work, man. Chad Parker, obviously promoting his son, promoting several others, man. So we'll talk to him about everything, man, and what he wants to accomplish in his 2025 campaign, man. But without further ado, let's welcome Zach onto the show. What's going on, Zach? Doing good. I think you might be muted, brother. No, sir. Still kind of muted. Can't hear anything. Hold on, y'all. Bear with us. Trying to figure it out. Worst case, Zach, you might have to leave out and come back in. Try that, and then we'll see. All right, y'all. He'll be right back. Again, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all running it up already, man. Comment down below, though. Any questions? I see y'all, about 10 of y'all on YouTube, man. Comment any questions you have for Zach that we can ask in the show when we get him on. Again, man, he's had an illustrious career, man. When we look at the middle school level, what he's been able to accomplish, being one of the top pro-style quarterbacks, being able to win Born and Compete awards, right? He's done a lot to be able to get to this level and this marquee of where he's at already. And the big thing with your freshman year, you want to obviously ball out, you want to do your thing, and you want to perform so then more colleges can recruit you for that big sophomore campaign. But we got him back. Let's see.
You got me now?
Yes, sir. Let's go. We got you, man. What's going on, man?
What's up? Nothing much. You doing good?
Doing good, brother. Appreciate you coming on, man. How's everything been?
Sure. It's been pretty good. Been a couple of days of practice. Everything's going great.
Love to see it, man. Love to see it. So let's give a background real quick, Zach. Just a little bit about yourself for people that don't know you. Just kind of about, where you grew up. Obviously, how you fall in love with the sport of football and where everything kind of went from there.
So I grew up in Cartersville. My dad played quarterback, and both my brothers played quarterback. And watching them play just made me fall in love the way that they did things and how much they loved it. Just seeing all the inside information made me fall in love with the game. And then I played baseball and basketball also growing up, and I just fell more in love with football. So
what were some things? Obviously, you said they got the inside track. So, what were some things they taught you, Zach? Obviously, early on, like, hey, you need to watch out for this. When you're getting pressure to this side, you should maybe go to this side. Like, what were some things they taught you early on?
So really, just watching film with them, they would go in the living room, watch film together, and seeing the way that they thought about things and just wanted to get better so much just helped me in every way possible. So, and my dad
100%.
kept pushing me, and they kept pushing me to get better every day. So
100%. Now, let's go through kind of the youth before we go through obviously middle school ball. Let's talk youth football. Kind of walk us through that a little bit. How was that for you? What did you enjoy most about youth ball and obviously prepping for some of the success you've been able to have?
So early, I played up with a higher age group, and then I started playing flag football. So played flag football for a couple years, and then I started playing, like getting more into depth of an offense, like actually throwing more complex routes and stuff like that. And then when I got into middle school, sixth grade was at Cartersville, seventh grade was at Cartersville, and we won. We went undefeated, won a championship every year, and doing that was just fun. And it was being every day with the guys was fun. So in the locker room, all that.
So when you were younger, Zach, I know obviously quarterback, you have to be a leader, right? Were you kind of leading by like example, kind of quiet to yourself? Or are you kind of one of those rah guys? You like to encourage your teammates and kind of hold everybody accountable. How do you lead?
I like to lead by example, but I also kind of stay humble during the process. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be better than them, but I'm just telling them what's good to do based on experience.
100%, man. And then just walk me through obviously this past season you played with Rome. We know the success you had. I mean, you guys went deep into the playoffs. How cool was that playing with so many talented guys along with yourself and being able to just continue to put Rome on the map?
Yeah, it was fun, man. Since the first game, I knew the team was special. Since the spring, I knew the team was special. We had guys everywhere. We had about six athletes who could do it all, and then our line was just amazing too. And then after the first couple games, I realized that it was going to turn into something special, you know. And then in that first game against McEachern, obviously McEachern's a really good team. We played them they played them in the championship last year and lost on the last play of the game, so it was kind of a revenge game for them. And I just wanted to help any way I could with that. And we actually went into McEachern and beat them 30-0. So it was fun, and we were lit after that game.
For sure. Has that been like one of your favorite games you played in so far?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got you, man. Yeah, I was just about to ask like your favorite memory. So obviously you was able to do that, get the revenge, man. So what's maybe one of the toughest players you've won against early on? I know you're still very young and they got a whole career ahead of you, but what's been one of the top players you've won against in your career so far?
Well, at Grayson, we played in the Born to Compete Championship, and we played against Caden Graves from Grayson, a defensive end, and I mean, he was in the backfield every play, and he was just a menace to our line. And then also Jaleel Page from McEachern, I mean, we had to double team him every play. He was just, and we threw away from him when he was on defense. So those are two guys that stuck out to me.
When you go in those matchups, what's kind of your mindset, or what mindset do you have when you play in the sport of football? You would say.
Well, I always try to have a sense of urgency, and then I always try to be as confident as I can, not let anything get to my head when I'm playing against those big players and those big guys. So, and I always try to be pumping up the team and feeding off of what, you know, the energy they give us. So,
For sure. I do want to ask you a little bit about the Born to Compete platform a little bit. Obviously, that's helped expose you early, where obviously there's a lot of exposure on your name. A lot of people know who you are, Zach, already, even going to your freshman campaign. What is a platform like that just done for you in terms of just getting you out there?
Alex Benson from Born to Compete, he's been great since I was, young. He's known my dad, and then just going into my career has been really fun getting to, playing those games like the Born to Compete All American game. I'm meeting all the great players, meeting all the, guys that have all that social media hype and getting some of that myself. And then it's just really fun. It's a dream come true, really.
For sure. All right, let's talk a little bit about the transition a little bit. You're playing with Cherokee now. I know it's a family decision for you. Obviously, you don't have to go too much detail on that, but just when you think about Cherokee, obviously you're a pro style quarterback. Just talk about the scheme fit and how excited you are for that and how it can fit around kind of your game where you could be truly successful.
Yes, sir. So Adam Holly, the head coach at Cherokee, was my brother's quarterback coach at Cartersville, and he taught him some things that I'd never seen before. Some complex things that I thought were really cool, and they ultimately worked out for my brother at Cartersville. He had a great senior season, so we kind of just trust him for my future and just play calling and things like that in practice and all the things. So that kind of pushed us more towards Cherokee was Coach Holly.
Coach Holly, got you. And then, so you've been going through practice season is really upon us. End of July, we're about to hit August, obviously. So for you, I don't want to ask what you've been working on just yet, but what's the chemistry been like? You've been dealing with some of obviously these receivers, these running backs, and kind of building with them.
So they're great athletes. I mean, there's great athletes all around. 6A football, and especially in Georgia, is just different. And then the quarterback is actually one of my good friends, Sawyer Ray. I've known him for a couple years, so we got a good connection. And then, with the coaches, I've been building connections, and then with the senior players, the juniors, and all that has been really fun. And then it's just been good all throughout.
For you, what do you want to accomplish this year, Zach? Obviously, talked about Sawyer Ray. I mean, obviously, you're going to learn a lot from him. But what are you hoping to accomplish? Where this can be a year of not just you on the field, but a year of you learning. So then, when your time comes, you can ball out.
Yeah, I just want to learn. I want to get better every day, and then I think my work that I put in gets on the field, and then whenever I get on the field, I'm gonna take the chance, or I'm gonna prove it to everybody that I should be on the field, and then no matter like the situation, I should be on the field because what I know I can do, not necessarily what others can't do. So
I like that. Okay, so let's break down your game a little bit more, Zach. So, what part of your game you feel like is the most slept on, the most underrated that people don't talk enough about?
I think my ability to improvise, like when things break down, I can maybe get out of the pocket, make a throw on the run or sidearm. I feel like sidearm going different arm angles and off platform is really one of the best parts of my game. And I've been doing that since I was young. And then, yeah, pretty much.
Anybody you like to watch?
I love Patrick Mahomes. Bryce Young has been my favorite for a while. And then Aaron Rodgers was my favorite growing up. So definitely, I'll probably say Bryce Young right now is probably my favorite.
That's a good list. You think he has a big season this year?
Oh yeah, I think he's got a chance to be one of the best in the league. We saw
Well,
it at Alabama, and then yeah, I think he could do the same thing on a pro level.
I agree with you. All right. Now we talk about the slept on part of the game, which is the improvisation. Obviously, you just being a playmaker, essentially, right? Being that point guard of the offense. So, what part of your game you feel like is the best or stands out the most?
I think my ability to, my poise in the pocket. I have a good, presence, and then like feeling pressure and stuff like that, and still being able to make those throws with pressure on me. I think that's one of the big strengths of my game.
For sure. If you don't mind me asking, what is your favorite route to throw to a receiver? You like, yeah, when your coach calls it up, Zach, we gonna go this play. I want you to throw it to this guy. What's one of those favorite routes you like
I
to run?
mean, obviously everybody loves the fade ball, the go ball, but I really like a post, trying to get it over the top of the safeties and then throwing that perfect post ball. There's nothing more satisfying.
I agree with you 100%. So let me ask you this. This is a little bit more of a nuanced question. Obviously, I know you're still young, but let's say right defenses run because on the next level you're gonna see a lot of cover threes, man, different things like that. So let's say they're running cover three. You want to hit your guy down that seam of the field. What goes through your head when you're trying to hit him? But at the same time, you don't want that safety to come over top to pick you off. So like, how do you be in the pocket at that point and maybe look him off or just be able to not allow him to get over the other side to your receiver?
Yeah, I've been good with my eyes and then like my body language. So when I catch a snap, I'm gonna be looking to the side of the field I don't want to throw it to maybe get that safety to move over and then cover the other guy. So I got a whole shot in the seam and then turned out to be a big play. I love that play. Two seams and cover three.
Yes, sir. How important for you is just going through your progression, not getting fixated on one receiver, right? Hey, that's the guy I want to go to, but let me go through, each one and make sure I'm making the right read.
Yeah, I love it. I do. I mean, honestly, practicing it on college football, the game, and then Madden, it's really fun to me seeing that happen actually in real life, how realistic it is. So, I mean, strengths to my game.
For sure. Okay, so you mentioned college football, so I'm pretty sure you got the game. Who you been running with?
I mean, Alabama's been my team since I was since birth. Really, my whole family's Alabama fans, and really, I just play Dynasty. I like building teams on Team Builder, and then Road to Glory. I've been playing that too.
You now when you build the teams, you going OP or you using the like
No,
the
no, no.
team?
You got to go low and make it big.
Okay. All
Just
right.
start out low.
Okay. How do you feel about? I know Matt hasn't dropped yet, but how do you feel about Matt? Some people say it's the same game over and over. Just real quick, what's your take on Matt?
I think last year I didn't play Madden much at all, and I don't really know what it was, but I just stuck to college football a lot more. It's more fun. It's more like exciting to me.
Now, I'm sure you've played a lot of games in your life. Would you agree with the sentiment that says college football 25 was like one of the best games ever? What's your take on that?
I mean, so far since I've played, Fortnite back in 2017, 2018 was obviously up there with one of the best. And then I think Apex Legends, when it dropped, it was definitely one of the best, but college football 25 is definitely up there.
100%, man. All right, and then obviously those are fun questions. So going back to the team, so put us on game, Zach. We know about you. Put me on game. Who else we should watch out for this year? Give me some names. Running back, receivers. I know you talked about them being athletic, them being good. Who should we watch out for Cherokee this year?
Our left tackle, his name is Nation Farmer. He's a class of 2028. He's got a Georgia offer, and he's just a big dude, big physical, nasty. And our running back, Brandon Hamilton, he's he's probably one of the most shiftiest players you'll see. Like he's a smaller dude, but you ain't gonna tackle that guy one on one. And then we got a couple of receivers, King Bellin, he's doing really good. He's gonna look really good. And then yeah, our entire line realistically is looking really good.
Let me ask you this: Why do you think so many people sleep on Cherokee? Like they don't mention them when it comes to 6A. They obviously mention the powerhouses, but Same kind of thing you just said with the dynasty league, right? Like you like to go to the teams that a lot of people don't talk about, they kind of sleep on, and you like to go to those teams to help build them up. So, for you, Zach, how do you do that, and why do you think they're so slept on? Cherokee this program is.
Well, I mean, I think because of the record. Like last year, they went 4-6, which is not the worst thing in the world, but going 6A, it's hard to win games. No matter like if it's a team like Wheeler or a team like Grayson, it's still hard to win because you got athletes everywhere, especially in the state of Georgia. I think Georgia's definitely top three state in the country, football wise, and I just think the record in the past has been slept on by Cherokee.
I agree. What kind of for you, Zach? What kind of just camps you went to over the summer? I know you're talking about obviously going to some different camps, being to participate. How was the summer just in terms of camps for you?
I didn't go to many camps this summer, but I'm definitely planning on going to a bunch of camps next summer. I went on a couple visits. I went to UAB, Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee, Texas A&M. I loved all those schools, but I didn't go to many camps.
Got you. Okay, so a lot of just visits. So obviously it's super early in your recruitment, but just what campuses caught your eye? What did you like when you was on campus?
I mean, Texas A&M was awesome to me. Just the entire school was kind of its own area, and there wasn't much around it, but the stuff like the city wasn't far, but also Georgia is obviously great, and then Tennessee was probably one of the best I've seen too.
Okay, got you. All right. For you, you've been playing this position for a long time. What does it take to be a successful quarterback, you think?
I mean, I think you got to have confidence, you got to be smart, and you got to just be humble. You got to be, I mean, mainly you just got to be confident. Know what you can do, and you got to know what the defense is doing before you can do anything. And you got to stay calm and relaxed too. It's definitely the most best thing.
Okay, so let's break down that both of those answers. Confident and obviously said pre-snap. Let's break down pre-snap. Why is that so important? Because I know quarterback, you got to adjust sometimes. Sometimes you got to go to your second play. Potentially, you got to slide the line to the right side. Talk about the pre-snap aspect of the game a little bit.
So pre-snap, you always gonna see something. Maybe the play before is gonna be something different, but obviously, like pre-snap, you make your first initial read, and if they roll down, change something, you got to be quick. You got to be like, you just got to be on time with everything.
Gotcha. Okay, let's talk confidence, Zach. All right. You're going through a game, not your best game, maybe throwing an interception, ball not coming out how you want it to. How do you adjust that and don't lose confidence in that moment and still be able to lead your team?
My confidence comes straight from the Lord. Everything I do is from Jesus, and uh, just I mean, if I'm having a bad game and I'm not doing things, I'll pray and I'll just make sure I'm being myself, not letting the outside things come in like stats and stuff like that. None of that gets to my head.
If you don't mind sharing, talk a little bit just about your faith and how that's helped you, not just in football, but maybe even just in life. Like, how has your faith continue to get you through just different obstacles you faced?
Well, I mean, Jesus is my rock and my foundation. I mean, none of us will be here without him. So, I mean, just, I mean, through the highs and lows, and he will always be there for you. He'll never, fade away. And it's always, he will never, he's the same every day. And you just can't get like, you just got to be consistent through your faith every single day.
That's it. All right, man. A couple more before I let you go. Zach, I'm obviously a coach. I'm recruiting you. Just as a hypothetical. What do you bring to my team, Zach? Why should we take a chance on you and give you a full athletic scholarship? What makes you different from everybody else?
I mean, obviously at the D1 level, everybody's gonna have talent. Everybody's gonna be able to throw the ball far and hard and accurate, but a lot of things that some people don't have is the natural confidence and the natural like leadership ability. I feel like I've had that since I was young.
There you have it. All right. And then, okay, off the field, couple quick, fun ones, obviously. What you like to eat off the field, man? What's one of your favorite go-tos? Like, Pops, come on, man, help me out. Cook me something good. What you telling Pops to cook for you?
My favorite meal has always been buffalo wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, just getting like a 10 pack of mild wings and then some fries on the side. I think Buffalo's is probably the best restaurant out there.
All right, Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay. And then, do you have any like pregame traditions you like to do? Is it meditation? Do you like listen to music? Like how you get in the zone pregame?
So I'm a big music guy. I listen to rap, I listen to country, but I mainly before a game or before practice, I listen to Christian. Just get my mind right, get calm, and then make sure I'm not thinking about other things.
You got any Christian artists for us?
Josiah Queen is really good, and Hovey is really good, and then Brandon Lake I think is the best.
Brandon Lake. All right. And then so we talk about that. So obviously you love Buffalo Wild Wings. Give us a favorite subject you like in school.
School, I'll go science. I think it's just cool learning how things work, and yeah, just the inside of things is cool to me.
All right. I like science. Okay. And then okay, so I gotta ask you, man. Okay, so who's the all time GOAT, man? I gotta hear it from you. I know you're young, but who
You
is
talking
the
about
all-time GOAT
you talking about in football?
in football?
Oh, definitely Tom Brady. As much as I don't like to say it because I didn't like him growing up. My brother was a big fan of him, but I mean you can't deny it's Tom Brady.
Okay. Now, obviously, that's the GOAT. Who's the best right now in college football?
College football, I mean Garrett Nussmeier has a great chance, and then Kate Klubnik has a great chance. But yeah, and I think Ty Simpson's gonna surprise a lot of people at Alabama because we got a deep. I mean, being a starter over a guy like Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, that it definitely means something.
I agree. Why do you think K Clubman doesn't come up a lot in convos? Why do you think he be so slept on him and Ty?
Honestly, I don't know. Kate Klubnik, I think he probably has the best chance to win the Heisman right now. He's got a great team around him and obviously great coaching staff with Sweeney, but he obviously played great last year. But Ty Simpson, I think he just hasn't got any, exposure because he hasn't played much, being behind Jalen Milrow. But I think both those guys are really good contenders.
100%. Last two, we'll let you go, Zach. What can we just expect from you this season?
I mean, you can't expect much from a freshman, but also you can expect a lot from me just getting better every day. Uh, I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is getting better and maybe playing time comes with that. But if it doesn't, I'm okay with that. And as long as I'm getting better.
That's it. And then, real quick, Zach, walk us through a little bit if you can, if it's not too much to overshare. Just what's your regimen like? Like, you work out every day, you throw every day, do you throw after practice? Like what's your regimen to get to the level you're at?
I mean, football is pretty much the only thing I do. I love it, and I work out every day. I do some sort of workout every day, whether that's running or throwing or working out. I just try to maintain. I try to eat good, and I just try to maintain my body health and all that.
Got you. Last thing, anybody you want to shout out, Zach, as we kind of conclude this interview, or anybody you want to kind of give recognition to?
Hey, shout out Kyson Beasley. He's one of the best freshmen you will ever see play the game. He just got injured, but he will be back. And he was on my eighth grade team at Rome, and he's probably one of the he played in the Born to Compete All American game, and he's one of the best players you'll ever see.
There you have it. Well, Zach, appreciate you coming on, man. We got to do this sometime again, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to your pops, Mr. Chad Parker. Much love to y'all, man, and much appreciation to your family.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Yes, sir. Anytime, my guy. All right, man. There you have it. Zach Parker, man. Official interview. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to Miss Carol. She was topped in. I'm pretty sure I know Zach really well. So shout out to obviously her for tuning in to the interview, man. That's all the time we got. He's young. I'm telling y'all. Name to know, man. Y'all know. I put you on the spotlight early. You know what I'm saying? It's another guy to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna take him too much time. I think he'll learn. And then sophomore year, I think he's gonna take off, man. And then the whole nation gonna know him. So there you have it, man. Zach Parker, Cherokee quarterback, freshman phenom, a name to know. That's all we got for today. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.